Hello, everybody. Sorry, it was taking a minute. I realized that they had the new beta, public beta branch of the game out that fixes some other things, so I went ahead and opted into that, but it took a long time to start it for some reason. But good evening. How are we doing? Turn the music down a little bit. We don't need it very loud. PJ Brooks in the house. Got Gary here. Greetings to you. Schuyler, hello. Good evening. How you doing? King Boys, hello. Black Widow. We got Nate here. Hello, everybody. Baby Scorpion, what's up? Thank you so much for the 21 months in a row on Twitch. Hey, Jeff, saw your Doc Sim game. Looked amazing. Yeah, I'm excited for that one. I didn't think I was going to find it cool, but I actually enjoyed it. Eamon's here. AV, hello. Mr. Aviator Alexander, hello. Good evening. My day is going well, Kyle D. Trucker. Am I ready for the 1,000,001 questions tonight, Bryce? Yes. That's why we're playing this. That's why we're playing this. For those of you that live under a rock or don't know, OCRP closes on February 28th, 2026. Continue. Hopefully this didn't kill our career. That would be terrible. No, it didn't. We're still level 7. We're fine. We fine. They did add a bunch more fuel to the Herbert. Instead of the 1,200 liters, now you get 2,000 liters for that ship. So we can finally use the autopilot systems and stuff, which is going to be great. Hey, Zach, absolutely, dude. Not sure what we're going to do yet, but I'm sure we'll do something for a send-off, end of an era. Shuts down as a server on February 28th, 2026. 3 months before GTA 6 rolls out. OCRP will be closing for good, yes. We can get into that stuff later on once we're on the ocean. Let's see. We have the camera. Okay, this is all. Apparently they changed the seating position for this. Oh yeah, that looks better. Okay, hold B to get out of it. Okay, this spinning around is a lot less sensitive now. That's actually, I like that a lot better. That seems pretty good. All right, tablet. So we have ferry cargo delivery to Pontiac or unload containers. Well, we're doing this one. We are doing that one. Where are we going? It's well, let's look. I can't remember what's the map. I don't remember what the dang map is. Radial menu. Back button, nope. Start, nope. What is that? I don't remember. Right on the D-pad. Okay. Okay, this is where we're at. We're going down here, I think. Okay, yeah, it's just a short hop. This won't be bad at all. The dock at the marked pier though. Which one do they want us on? Behind us on the right, it looks like. Okay. Oh, just behind us. Okay. One dock. Let's rotate these bad boys all the way back. 180 degrees. Whoa, what's it doing? Whoa. It was spinning like crazy. That was weird. All right, let's give a little bit of power here. That should do it right there. It's loading up into the ship now. AV, nice. way. Hey, Robert Aller, how you doing? Good to see you. Kyle D. Trucker, the one, the only. Thank you for the 68 months. I appreciate you. Let's back this thing in this way. I think really got off field there, didn't it? Certainly did. That big old tanker out there, that looks so cool. I really want to operate a tanker. Can't wait for them to do the other ships. It'd be so nice. There we go. Throw the lines. Okay, we're good now. Oops. Oh. All right. Gotta load the containers now. And up there. Largest ship in the game right now is the one we're using, the Herbert. Put these. Whoa, what are you doing? That was weird. That was a weird one. Put this in the front here on the right. Still only 2 we have to get. That's not too bad. Yes, they have thunderstorms in the game. They're pretty wild. Okay, that's very weird. So you press it once and it brings it all the way up. Not sure if I like that on this version. Press it once and it comes all the way up. Okay, strange. Let's do our lashings and twist locks. Time to sail. I wish you calm seas. Thank you, Adriana. Okay. You're ready to rock and roll on out of here. Our new 90. Actually, you know what? Let's turn these 90. And then this one 90. Like that. That should be good right there. Why does this swing that way? It shouldn't be doing that. Hold on. I go like this. Does this one need to go a different way? This bow thruster is annoying. Let's try this. It's like going the wrong way. It shouldn't be doing that. What? We go like that. What is this doing? It should not be bringing the bow that way. I don't understand. I've seen people just jump right off these things, no problem. And I have an issue with it. Yeah, azapods suck. Dumb. How do you searchlight on? All right. And around this way. Off we go. I'll get some. Oh, I forgot to get fuel, didn't we? There we go. In the hole. That should be good. All right, now we're heading out this way. Wishing calm season out of Cat 5. Pretty much. We might see a Cat 5. You never know. All right, we gotta wait for this houseboat to figure out their lives. Not sure what they're doing. There's a defender boat behind this guy. Looks like they've worked on the AI. They're a lot different looking now. As far as all that goes. So we need to go out this way. And they're coming in that way. But we're going to go around them. Ain't nobody got time for that. The hell was that sound? They run into each other out there? Did you hear that? That was why. Oh my God, what are you doing? This is a nightmare to get out of. Yeah, honk all you want, buddy. That's obnoxious. Now we'll be able to get out of here. Oh my, oh my. Ahoy, Mr. Steinhoff. How you doing? Thank you very much for 73 months. TC Levi, thank you for the 9 months. Appreciate you. All right, we're turning out this way now. Yeah, I don't know what this line of ships are doing, but they were like being real stupid there for a second with that jam they had. That jam up. Almost to the best number, the 74. Damn Skippy. Okay, we're fine now. Winds are 13 meters per second off the bow here. Just slightly off starboard side. That's a lot of ship traffic, by the way. That's crazy. I'm doing good, Owen Blondie. Doing okay. Make somebody walk the plank. I don't think so. Well, I guess they got that line moving now. Took them long enough. What's a pirate's favorite cookie? Chocolate Chips Ahoy. There it is. You heard it here first. Mojo, thank you so much for the cheer. Wonder if they'll add traffic direction missions to the Tide Guard. That would be actually pretty cool. The problem with the AI ships right now is just there's too many of them, and they're just like... Well, this looks a lot better than it did. I will give them that. We'll see how it is in the open sea, but... Like, it looks better. They just have a couple that are near each other, but these look a lot better now. They're more spaced out, you see? But some of these are doing some weird stuff. Nautis Home is coming out soon. Nautis Home has been out for a while. It's a subscription based. I made a video on it on my channel, and we have streamed it before. Like, that looks a little ridiculous, you know, that Defender and then that small sport yacht behind them. They would go around a ship like that. Should go around a ship like that. Yeah, a slider for the AI would be nice, so you could just have a couple sprinkled here and there so you see them. Because right now it's pandemonium in the ports. How long do you think this trip takes? It's probably like a 40-minute trip. They're blowing their horn over there. Look at that yacht speeding around. That is crazy. And now the Defender's going after him. Go get him. Go get him, Defender. Interesting. He moved. One right here, though. What are they doing? Look at the turn that guy's taking. My lord. That's crazy. Hitbox, yes. There's updates. We're on the beta branch of the game. You can opt into the public beta. They have fixed quite a few things. One of the biggest things is that they now allow 2,000 liters of fuel on this boat, on this vessel, so you don't have to worry about the fuel being a problem, because before it was like 1,200. Yeah, they turned on a dime. That was wild. Interesting. All right, we're going to turn around. We're going to go onto the bridge on the right, just in case anybody comes flying down this left lane. We'll get in line with these guys. Wish they had a ship pilot for port navigation. Yeah, that would be really cool too. And for that to be a mission for you, to be a pilot boat, that'd be pretty neat. Keep an eye on the echo sounder for any shallow areas here. It's like ATS but for ships. This portion of the game is, yes. But there's other factions you can do, like firefighting and some other things. I found the police ones to be kind of boring. What's up, Ricky? All these guys. It's not open world, no. They don't have multiplayer in yet. That is part of the early access. This just got released into early access recently. We're on our way out of the harbor now. We're going to be on the open seas before too long. We're going to that place. I have no idea how to pronounce it, but it's all the way down here. Right there. The wind is picking up a little bit. They can't park there, but they do. Some bigger swells out here. Winds are at 20 meters per second. It's not going to be a friendly sea today. Does not appear to be so, at least. From what I can see. Yes, there are storms. We have encountered them before. We might see one here on this journey. It's looking ominous out there. We're looking good here. We need to hire a better navigator. Or officer, I mean. Alright. Let's bring these things up. About right there. That should yield us about 15 knots. Commando, I will never run a community again. Done it for 8 years. We had a lot of good times, but there's other people that can do that, and I can just join one and be a member. I am currently a member in OCRP. I demoted myself. Yes, we are seafaring now. Look at that. Look at those seas. A little rough. All right, navigation-wise, we're going to go out and around and then get involved in that shipping lane out there. Living the dream. Hey, Dusty Ralph, how you doing? To go up past the point before we make our turn. There's a ship out there in the... Oh, he's just going away. There's two. There's one behind it. I don't see anybody else on the horizon. Wait, except for that guy way out there. Nope, which is a tree I saw. Who's leading OCRP right now? Nobody. Going. Well, at least it's going. You know, it's better than nothing. All right, we're starting our turn out now. Vegas was fantastic. Very good. When we were young, music festival was really, really cool. Very happy I went. I gambled just a little bit. Played a little bit of slot machine. That was it. Just for fun. Played my train game. I like the Road to Riches slot machine. The trains. We're doing pretty good here. It's like 17 knots right now. I back up just a hair. Save on the wear of these engines. Doing good, Michael. How you doing? Are there no casinos in Africa because of all the cheetahs? My God. Mother of God. Standout sets, Avril Lavigne wins. Avril Lavigne won. Or one of the best shows I saw. Hands down. Blink 182 was really good. Saw the Somerset, I like them. Alexis on Fire was good. But Avril Lavigne, like, can sing very well live. You wouldn't think it, but she can. What is this ship doing? He's gonna pass us on our right, it looks like. All right, well. You'll be able to see what we're doing here. Oh, it's a little yacht. It's a little yacht out there. It's all well and dandy. Skies are pretty fair right now. Nothing crazy. .2 miles that way. Let's get on it, ball. Oh man, seas are getting wild. Yeah, we need to turn this way. It didn't take long to get off course whenever I was out there walking around. Yeah, Blink 182 sounded really good too. Weezer was a letdown. I've seen Weezer before. That was in it was many moons ago. I saw them in Tenacious D together, but Weezer at the show. They just didn't want to be there, and it was just like very lazy. Like even like Say It Ain't So wasn't powerful at all. It just felt like they felt like they didn't want to do it at all. That's what it looked like. But they've also been playing forever, you know? So I understand that too. Do I have a favorite rock band? I don't have like favorites. I don't have a favorite rock band or favorite movie. I like a bunch of different things. With music, I appreciate music of all genres. Setting right here seems to be pretty good. But now we have that wind off the starboard side at 20 meters per second. You're rolling us around here. Thing. We have that one vessel in front of us, but they're not a factor as of right now. What's up, Joseph Villa? Favorite radio station growing up? KC 95. NY98 FM, St. Louis. Sounds like Puddle of Mud. Wes Scantlin acts like he doesn't want to be at the show when he's live too. It's not even shows up at all. Yeah, Puddle of Mud's pretty rough live anyway. Looking forward to the St. Louis Arch's 60th anniversary. When is that? Next year? Sabaton's a band you like to see live? Not Loose was there. That was like one of the metal bands that were there was Not Loose and also Kubla Kai, but I've seen them before live at the Killswitch Engage show. They're like a breakdown band, but they used an 808 drop on one of the toms, and it's like every single time he hits that tom, it's 808 drop. 808, baby. Did you imagine Stevie Ray Vaughan was time traveling, went to the time of Beethoven? There's a lot to unpack there, but very cool. Hello, Killswitch Engage fan. Yes, love Killswitch. I've seen Killswitch twice now. I've seen Lamb of God twice. I really like Lamb of God live. They are incredible. One of the ones that really, really stood out in the last 5 years of seeing live music. I mean, I saw David Gilmour in 2015 in Chicago, and then I saw David Gilmour just recently at the Hollywood, or not the Hollywood Bowl, the Intuit Dome in LA. Standout performance, is just unbelievable experience for sure. But the band that I was not expecting to be really, really good was the farewell tour of Sum 41. They were incredible live. Yeah, I know Sleep Token. I don't think I've heard of Lorna Shore before. Do the tugboats ever pull the cargo ships? If you have the tugboat job, you can. Flogamali was crazy. I think those vessels turned a different direction. No, they're still way out there. They're smaller vessels, so they should have a nice, whatchamacallit on us here. How beautiful that is. They also did fix the graphics in the game as well with a recent patch. Those clouds are cruising. Is that a low-level jet right there? Seen Papa Roach and Shinedown. Shinedown's incredible. I've seen Shinedown 3 times now. Fantastic. I saw Papa Roach at the Rockfest. Then I saw them at the oh, we have to turn the other way now. I saw them recently at their headlining show. I only stayed for a couple songs though. We saw The Used, and then, which was, they were not good. Saw The Used, and then Rise Against, and they were fantastic. Rise Against was really good. They were the only band out of the 3 that weren't using auto-tune and front of house crap. I mean, they all use front of house a little bit, but not to that level. Papa Roach was, I mean, auto-tuned to the max. It seemed like Blink-182 was a little auto-tuned, but there was some flat notes and stuff. So, I mean, those are the things I appreciate. I don't want perfection when I go see a live band. You want the energy and you want them to play the instruments and give it their all. All right, Scott, have a good night. Thanks for hanging out with us. I've not been to a Linkin Park show now. Yep, Smith and Myers. I almost went and saw them, but I didn't because of COVID at the time. Yeah, Infinite. I'm pretty sure that's what I noticed the most. It was Tom's voice. I see T-Pain by Gosh, I Want Auto-Tune. Yeah, you expect it at that point. Saw Slipknot at Knotfest. Nice. I saw one of my favorite emo bands, or, I mean, it's emo bands, but that style, Set Your Goals. They were at the festival. They were not good. But I knew that was going to be the case. Yeah, it's a nice bridge, isn't it? Not bad at all. There's the map back here. There's our cargo back there. See the other ships around on that map if we wanted to. Look at that. It's such a pretty game. It really is. That Mundo. Yes, there is a horn. Yeah, you can see a lot in this bridge. Doesn't feel like a fishing boat or anything, you know? I saw Devil Driver, Soil Work, and that was a Lamb of God and the Kill Switch show in Kansas City, but that was many years ago, and they were incredible as well. This is a funk soundtrack. They're just like going nuts on the double bass. This is a chill night today. Doing this. Plan on going to the pumpkin patch tomorrow. And then tomorrow it'll be another late one with y'all because I am recording with Bugs and Ryan. So it'll be probably too late by the time I get done, but or we'll see how it goes. Lord Christos, they are working on multiplayer co-op. Currently. Pretty fair seas right now. Only 8 meters per second off the port. Or sorry, off the starboard side. Can't be upset with that. Look at how beautiful that is. Looking good. Mighty Duck Man, what's up? How you doing? Yes, it has dynamic weather and storms in the career mode, yes. So we could have a storm any moment. Amalot, what's up? How you doing? Doing good, doing good. It is a very relaxing game. What's up, Angelo? How you doing? How you doing? Hey, I'm sailing, Obis. We don't talk like that. All right, all right. Got the Herbertines on the water, see? Looking out for the whales and shit. Good to watch. Kim play some Battlefield 6 on our stream tonight, updating the game of War Thunder and installing the new Skate game. Very nice. Yeah, we've been eating pretty good as gamers. We've been getting a lot of games lately. A lot of games. We're on the countdown now for November 11th. It's whenever NASCAR 25 releases on Steam. We're We're gonna have a blast. There's a lot of people that want to play that. We're gonna have a good lobby of people. I've been playing on PS5. I'm playing in the public lobbies. Yeah, South Jersey accent going. Because we don't talk like that. Most New Yorkers are in denial of their accent. Any luck with your steering wheel last night? No, I don't know what was causing that. I'm wondering if my rim is, the rim's too heavy for that. I mean, that's something that happens when you run a modded rim. It might have overheated the motors. I haven't tried just using the normal rim, so I need to do that. I'll be playing a lot more once it's on PC because my wheels aren't Xbox compatible. Ah, you just been playing with the controller, Ryan? They just added, last night was that patch they added, pit road adjustments. You can do all 4 tire pressures and you can make wedge adjustments. Can't do tape, but that's okay. I think that's in the right direction. Now we just need the left side tires to be an option, lefts only. I probably will never ever use it, but to have it would be nice. My family's originally from Boston area, so family gatherings usually consist of a lot of parked cars. I believe it. I stole my mom's wheel from a rig to use here, but I feel bad. Well, I mean, I think it plays great on the wheel. Yeah, I'm doing the T598 right now as a promo for Thrustmaster. So I haven't been doing like official streams for them with the modded rim, so I'm gonna put the other rim on it. The one that came with it. So we'll be doing some of those soon. And then, yeah, once it's on PC, I'll be back on my T818 for sure. The name of RLG Racing, it's absolutely insane that you wouldn't have your rig back up and running. Run into situations where I would have taken lefts only once at Lime Rock, another one pitting on right side tires threw off the balance. Yeah, but a lot of times if you're, I mean, all NASCAR people can chime into this, but if you're wearing your tires on one side, your car is not balanced. You have an imbalance in the setup somewhere. That's something you would find out in practice. How are the tires wearing? You know, you'd run some laps of practice, they'd take the tires off, they'd check them. And you can do that in the game. You can run, you know, practice laps and see what the wear actually is on those tires. And then you would make balance adjustments to get them to where they're all operating about the same, because then you have maximum grip on the car. Yeah, I would like to have that option too. I agree, AV. I do. One thing I'd like to see for this game updated in the future, bigger waves, get the ones out in the storms in the open ocean. Yeah, I think that'd be really cool to have some bigger wave days without a storm. I know what you mean. What's this game called? It is called Seafarer. It's on Steam in early access. Seafarer is the largest vessel in the game right now. to adjust our isopods again here because now we have that quartering wind coming off of the starboard side there at 8 meters per second, pushing us to the left. So the weather is dynamic. You'll see it change up. I think it would be incredible for this game if you had dynamic weather that moved across the map, like rain showers and stuff. It would be cool, like, you know, in Microsoft Flight Sim, you see like the different cells of rain out in the distance. But if you did go through a shower, if you had like rain effects like what Outbreak did, that would be nuts. That would feel like you were operating a big vessel in a storm. That'd be pretty neat. I still can't get over how good the Outbreak update was. It's only going to get better. Yeah, weather radar screen would be cool to have. This is just our normal radar. But having a weather radar would be really neat. But it's not that, you know, intricate. So like if a storm pops up here, it's going to be the whole map. It's not actual dynamic weather in a sense of realism. I think the only issue I have now with NASCAR is the game's frames have kind of tanked. Frame rates and graphics are weird now. You can't control the graphics with the V-Sync. Motion blur. I can't use the far chase cam. After the latest patch. Are you on Xbox? I know Xbox has been having issues. Been addicted to Outbreak last month or two. Just fun to hop in and chase for a half hour and then. Oh, it absolutely is. Let on steel plates. Thank you very much for this 12. An entire year. Thank you very much. I really don't know why the recent events always throws up the amount in a row over that's bigger than the actual total. Like, I don't care about like how much somebody has been in a row. It's like, thanks for, you know, 12 months. You can walk around the boat, yes. Want to go? Froggy wants to go a court, and we can. Change fuel filter. All right. Temps. They're all fine. Check the oil. Yep, we need to add some oil. There we go. That side. Oh, we need to add some coolants. Side. Nope, seems to be fine. Why do we have a temperature issue still going on here? Yep, probably needs coolant on this side. Alright, engines are up to snuff. Slightly off course. We'll get back on course. Look at that beautiful open sea. Yeah, the sensitivity of the ship, once they get some wheel support, it'll be a lot better, you know? But yeah, it's a little too sensitive, I agree. 5 in the morning, we're going to have the sun coming up soon. Get back on course here. Kool-Aid added. Ahoy, 1-2 Gaming. How we doing? My old boss bought himself a sailboat. Oh, that'll be cool, John. Hope they add racing lines in NASCAR 25. I need them. Yeah, that'd be a nice thing to add. I would also like to see the track rubbered in. Then you'll know the racing lines. I do like the maintenance you need to do in this game. I'd like to see more stuff added to it. I'm sure they will do that eventually. Again, you know, it's just early access. Seafarer multiplayer crew challenge, survive the storms, time trials can do it. Yeah, see, if they would make it to where the ships could sink, where you'd have it, you know, listing really hard to one side or something, like you'd have to make a decision whether you were going through a storm or not. But that would be if it was like dynamic weather. I know the reason why they don't have that affect us is because imagine you're just out in the open ocean chilling and you have a storm moving in like this right now, or just rain for now. But you have that going, and then all of a sudden, you know, you're in trouble. We have a rainstorm going on here. And look at how crazy it is. It's so immersive. And this is on Unreal Engine, so I haven't tried UEVR on it yet. If you run UEVR, oh, it's gonna storm. It's gonna storm, y'all. Look at this. See that in the distance. Lightning. It's about to get rocky. And it's 6 in the morning too. Doors are closed. Oh yeah, the seas are getting a little angry now. We're getting close to the port here, though. I operate at night with the lights off. I can see more of what's going on in the ocean in front of me. If you have the lights on, it's like, I don't know, it's too bright in front of my face. I don't care for that. Yep, straight into the port. Yeah, I have some flight sim stuff I want to do. We need to fly the YS-11. We need to fly the MAX 8 as well. Eamon, thank you very, very much for the 14 months of membership on YouTube. Appreciate you for that. Joe Blanco, there's Joe. Thank you for the 76 months on Twitch. Appreciate you. And Kelso Kid, thank you for the super chat. Whatever happened to Thai Catch Trader Shuff? Cat. I saw him at the Flight Sim Expo. He's doing good. He just doesn't stream anymore. for the Phoenix A320 Neo variant to be released. That'd be pretty cool too. I haven't flown much Airbus in a while. Right in there. Yep, aim it right for the port lights there. Doing good, Mike One. How you doing? Bear Boy, yep, it closes on February 28th, 2026. I don't play much DCS, Mojo. I've never been into the milsim stuff. Never been in my bag. It is Omelot. I really do enjoy it. If I had a faster way to swap out controls and things like that, I'd probably do more DCS. Rolling into port. AVCon in Atlanta? No. I'd like to have working wipers. We don't have wipers. But we also don't have rain effects on the windshields, which would be really cool. Yep, early access, so I'm sure they'll have something eventually. Have a good night, Tech. Thanks for hanging out with us. Kind of a tight dock to get into here. Shabby. Yep, claw machine time. I believe it. Did it. Success. Well done, pal. About an hour. Let's see what we have here in the port. Only patroller inspection are options we have here. Nothing else. So we could deadhead, I guess, back to here, to Lichtenheim. Or go straight across, out and around, and go direct to Crescentport. What do you think we should do? Should we deadhead to Crescentport so we can get better jobs? There's nothing here. Radar. Echo sounder. Better binoculars. Better radio. We don't have a lot of money. Crescentport. Officer Nina McDonald. We can't hire anybody anyway. And they're all 1-star, so it doesn't even matter. I owe $280. We can pay it off finally. There we go. We paid off our loan. We could advance some time and maybe get a run out of here to Crescentport. But I think we should go before nightfall. So I think we'll do that. Let's take the hit. We're not gonna make any money on this run, but that's all right. Clear here, we'll start that turn. And no traffic in front of us. Alright, we'll start turning this thing around. Make it 90. Yeah, we're fine. Yep, the cargo's just decorative. I would really like to see that change too. That'd be nice. Should we run it hard on this trip? If we run it hard, we can actually plot a course out with our officer, and then we can just enjoy the trip. You want to do that? I mean, it's harder on the engines, but that's okay. We have some good swells out here. Look at this. Look at that. let's start plotting a course here. We go out to here, out of the shallow. Here to here to here. Then over to here. There we go. So now we can get our officer to do the job. They run the engines at 100% because they're psychotic. Look at this immersion we're gonna get. Reporting for duty. Smokestacks. He's going to be working hard today. This engine. Some rain accumulating on the windshield here. That's cool. Just rain, no storm. Yeah, they have fast travel. We can do that too. It's all about the journey, you know? Much better. Italian Paulie, what's up? Or for JetBlue, Breeze Airlines, the A220 and A320. Nice. Very cool. So now we can see how long it'll actually take to get there. 38 minutes. And some change. And yeah, you can hit fast travel if you wanted to. We're not going to do it, but you can. Yeah, Joanne, we can do that. Look at the movement. Our little mess hall. not much, but it's something. Look at that listing you can see there in the porthole. That's cool. A microwave. It's always 1943. Always 1943. There's our captain's quarters here. Not much, but it's home. Definitely see the motion of everything. Rolling down the bars, that's cool. Mini Bikes and Motors, what's up? How you doing? Shot right there. This is my current favorite nautical sim for sure. Look at that bridge, dude. Crazy. First aid kit here. Fire extinguisher. You can't go in that room. You can hear it. Site safety. Can't go in there. Can't go in there. Can't go in there. Or here. No, you can't operate cruise ships yet. This is the largest vessel in the game as of right now. They're going to make it better, but that's what it currently is. High voltage. The detail on the interiors are really, really nice. Here's the engines themselves working hard today. Ahoy! Workbench here. Oh, we can't do anything with it yet, but I'm sure they're gonna have something for like making parts or something, or working on your engine, I would imagine. Want to gaming? People hate every game that releases, dude. Every game. It does not matter. How good it is, people will hate it. It's a guarantee. It's a very hateful culture. And they act like all the old games were just perfect. That'd be cool to go out there. But that is the ocean. There's that island. Not to mention Mighty Duckman, people really cannot understand what an early access title is. They don't get it. If you don't believe in the early access title or early access model and you don't like it, for the love of God, don't buy it. It's pretty simple. This is for people that want to be part of watching it, you know, become a thing and want early access to it. That's the whole idea behind it. Watch it grow. Gotta make the coffee. It's the most important thing. It's early access, so let's complain about everything because it's early access. I don't get it, man. I don't. Never have, never will. You can also sit in the chair whenever they are operating the ship. Just enjoy the views as well. I'm wondering if they're gonna have a fatigue system, you know? And then you have to take coffee. That'd be actually pretty cool. Yeah, you have to have a crew to use nav mode. You have to have at least an officer. One, two. Out of the rain. We'll be clearing up. A lot of white caps. Look at that. Just like that, we're in the clear. It's not too bad. Watch the island go by. Yeah, that would be cool, Dallas. The radio is just for like SOS and stuff. Not a lot of functionality to it right now. That and to communicate with other vessels when you're doing the Coast Guard / police thing. Claw? I don't know what you're talking about, Eamon. You just bought the game 2 week. I think you're gonna enjoy it, especially now. And opt into the beta, because if you're in the beta, you get the patches before the release client. And it's very easy to just opt into the beta on Steam. Just go into your betas and then opt into the public beta. That's what I'm on right now. I do too, Father Jack. I think it's one of the coolest things that we've, as a gamer, I think it's one of the coolest things we've been able to be a part of is early access titles and watching a game start from nothing and become something. There's a lot here for early access, though. Yeah, it would be really cool, Santis. So another thing I could show you is on the map. You'll see where we're at here. Zoom out so I can show you. So everywhere on the map that's not with red is in the early access. Like, you have all this up here. You have Medington, Sandham. You got Port Westport, where we're going to Crescent Port, and then you have all these ports down here. Like Lichtenheim, you got Ellenhagen, and then you got the one we left, and then this one. And all of this is going to be in the game. And it's a big, big map. You know, all the way up here to these ports here. I mean, you already see that there's AI. They're already there operating on the map. We just don't have access to that part of the map yet. It's not finished. But it's going to be a huge map when it's all said and done. I mean, think of how long it takes to go from here to here. Well, think about going from like here all the way up here. That's 4 hours plus. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be icy up there. I'm not sure if it's icy or if this is just topography. You see this? So I don't know what they're going to do at the north end of the map. Be pretty cool, though. We'll see. Very pretty game, though. I haven't seen any icebergs. Thero's here? I don't see Thero. Oh, there's Thero. Thank you for the 75 months. Good to see you, man. What's going on? Very calm seas right now. This isn't bad at all. Showing you how dirty your screen is. You're welcome. Rough seas, more power is used. Yep, you use more fuel. It definitely slows you down, the waves do. This is about as perfect as it gets right here. King of the world. Is that weather radar working? Or the radar, I mean. It's not a weather radar. The sun. Too old. I'm sorry I missed your 18 months. Thank you very much. What's up? H1, how you doing? Big Jess Gaming in the house. What's up? You can hire a crew for the boat. Yes. Santa's Enforcer. That's why we're able to walk around right now. We have a crew member operating the vessel. Right there. Here they are. I got my crew check the engine. So Anna's gonna check the engine. Aye, aye, Captain. All done. I don't know what that means. That's all they say. There is sea life though. There's aquatic marine life. I've seen some whales. See any right now. Good morning from Sweden. What's up, Simon? How you doing? So the wind is backwards. If it's coming from the right, my ship goes into the wind to the right. That's correct, 1-2. It's called weather veining. You should look up weather veining. That's the reason why. Points into the wind. I only see the sea life at the port side or near the port, so I've never seen them out at the, you know, out in the open seas. Yep. No shit. Same thing that happens to airplanes when they're landing in crosswinds. You would think the crosswind's going to push you to the left, but once you're in that ground effect and you're landing, the airplane will weather vane into the wind. Subtly, it's not like crazy. Depends on how much, you know, you're dealing with. Depends on the vessel too. 1-2. It depends on. I mean, you would have weather veining on this ship for sure because of this back here. You know, that wind is coming from the left and it's hitting the back there, and it would spin it into the wind. I really doubt they have it modeled that way, but maybe they do. But yeah, no, it would. That wind right there from our ports, or from the starboard side, would come back this way and hit those containers, and in turn would turn the ship to the right, which would point the ship into the wind. Same thing on an airplane with a big, huge tail on it, you know. the port yet. Still very fair weather right now at the moment. And 23-mile-per-hour winds, and it's pointing into the wind. I'm guessing that's what they did, because a container ship that has containers in the back would do it. But if you had a flat back there with nothing there, it wouldn't have anything to really weather vane to. The simplest explanation is what you see on top of like a barn or something on a farm, a weather vane, you know, like a chicken on it with the arrow. The arrow is very thin and small and narrow in the front, but the tail on it is that big, huge back on it. And that's what the wind hits it, so it points in the direction of the wind. That's the easiest explanation for it. Arrow, thank you very much. Once again. Need to catch up with you. Been a minute. Bring you up to speed on everything. They have to sometimes use jibs on big cranes to prevent weather vaning. There you go. Rockstad at steady nose. The more you know. I don't know if it's accurately modeled that way, but in real life it would do that. Cripsy, what's going on, Alfie? Alfie. Ash Gaming, what's up? How you doing? ATS in the works? Not at the moment. Probably whenever Louisiana gets close to releasing. Can't complain, just chilling before bed. All right. I like that. I'm not using ChatGPT, no. But we can ask ChatGPT about weather vaning. Let's do that. All right, I can explain that. Here we go. We're gonna get the long. There's a lot to it. Here we go.
Hey, Jeff. Yeah, I can explain that. A ship weather vanes or weathercocks into the wind for the same reason a weather vane does. It's about balance between the center of effort of the wind and the pivot point of the hull in the water. Here's the breakdown. 1. Wind force on the ship. When wind hits a vessel, it pushes on any surfaces above the waterline, the superstructure, masts, funnels, bridge wings, etc. This force acts at what's called the center of lateral wind resistance, like the sail area of the ship. 2. Hydrodynamic pivot point. The ship's hull in the water resists sideways motion. There's a pivot point, a balance point of water resistance, usually forward of midship when the vessel is moving or near the center when it's stopped. 3. Torque turning moment. If the wind's center of effort is aft of the pivot point, the stern gets pushed more strongly than the bow. That makes the bow swing around into the wind. It's basically the same way an arrow naturally points forward when flying. The fletching at the back catches drag, so the front swings into alignment. Number 4, why it matters in practice. At anchor, most ships will naturally lie bow into the wind because that's the position of least resistance. This minimizes yawing and rolling, making the ship more stable. It also protects broadside structures from wind strain. In short, A ship weather vanes into the wind because the wind force acts after the pivot point, pushing the stern away and letting the bow align with the wind, just like a weather vane or an arrow stabilizing in flight. Do you want me to also explain how this changes if a current is stronger than the wind, like in a river or tidal anchorage?
Yes. Okay. We're learning a lot here.
Of course, Jeff. Glad you asked, because that's where things get really interesting. When current is stronger than wind, if the water current is stronger than the wind force, the ship will stop weather vaning into the wind and instead align into the current. Why? The underwater hull presents a huge surface area to the moving water. The current acts on the entire submerged part of the ship, and because that force is larger than the wind on the above-water superstructure, the ship behaves like a big underwater vane. The bow will swing upstream into the current because that's the path of least resistance. When wind dominates, if the current is weak but wind is strong, the opposite happens. The stern gets blown away until the bow points into the wind. This is especially obvious at anchor in sheltered bays or harbours where current is minimal. When wind and current compete, sometimes you'll see a vessel lying at an awkward angle, not fully into the wind, not fully into the current. That's the balance point, where the forces from the wind on the topsides and the current on the hull underwater cancel out. Ships can even yaw side to side in a sort of slow oscillation, especially with gusty winds or shifting currents. Seafarers call that shearing at anchor. Real-world example. At sea anchor in a strong tidal river, the ship points bow into the flow, even if the wind is on the beam. In a calm anchorage with no current, the ship points bow into the wind. In mixed conditions, say 2 knots of current and 20 knots of wind, the ship might settle 20 to 40 degrees off the wind, depending on which force is greater. So the weather vaning principle works the same, but the dominant force, wind or current, decides which way the bow points. Want me to sketch out, well, text sketch, a simple diagram showing how wind versus current forces push the bow versus stern? That might make the balance of forces clearer.
Not at this time, but thank you. For their explanation. Let's ask, do you know of any games or ship sims that simulate this? All right, they do know some.
Yes, there are several ship vessel simulator games that incorporate realistic hydrodynamics, wind plus current plus maneuvering to varying degrees. Here are a few you might like. Recommended ship simulators. 1. Huff and Skipper 2 image. This one explicitly lets you adjust wind and current magnitude and direction in its free-running mode. huffandskipper2.com focuses on harbour, maneuvering, docking, rather than long ocean voyages. Good if you want to practice the kind of behavior you asked about, weather vanning, current effects. Available on mobile desktop, Windows, Android, iOS, according to the site. huffandskipper2.com. Why it's relevant? Because you can simulate the interplay of wind and current forces, so you can test which dominates and how the vessel aligns. 2. Ship Simulator Realistic Image. On Steam, this has a dynamic ocean system, realistic handling, anchor drop system, mooring, etc. Steam store. While I couldn't find a guarantee it models wind, current versus hull forces in full depth for weather vaning exactly, the realistic handling and physics suggest it could approximate that. Why it might work. If you want a more full-scale simulation,
Never even heard of Ship
water,
Simulator
bigger
Realistic.
ships, this could be closer to what a commercial ship might feel. 3. Nautic XP Image. A newer simulation in early access, which mentions advanced physics, dynamic weather, and realistic navigation. Steam store. It may still be developing some of the detailed physics. Good if you want a more modern engine with potential for deeper realism later. My recommendation. If I were you and I wanted to specifically study the weather vaning effect, wind versus current, how the bow turns into whichever dominates, I'd pick Hafen Skipper 2 first. Its feature set matches that scenario perfectly. If you want a more big ship or open water experience, then go for Ship Simulator Realistic or Nautic XP. If you like, I can dig up a longer list of simulators, including professional maritime training sims, with details on how well they model wind, current anchoring so you can compare. Would you like me to do that?
No need. Thank you, Max. All right, there you go. I mean, we learned quite a bit there. I didn't know about those other games, so we might have to explore those. Secret games uncovered by ChatGPT. Well, it does a deep dive on the Steam store of what's out there. I didn't even know it existed, to be honest with you. That's pretty cool. Ship Sim Realistic has the Titanic in it. I've never seen it, but Nautic XP, that's a new one. It's in early access, and I guess it's out? I really don't know. I have to look. Nautic XP. Let's look it up. Yeah, Nautic XP has a free demo. It's coming soon. It's not out yet, but we have to see this. We got to see this. Here we go. It's just music, so it's fine. We watch our own music. That looks pretty good. It's not very good. 1, 2. Tugboat there. Oh, ferry. That's kind of cool. Cross between this and Not As Home. Ah, okay. I mean, it's always good to have more, you know? What was the other one? It was Hoppin' Skipper or something? Hoppin' Skipper? Hoppin' Skipper? No. It's got to be something else. Let me see. Yeah. Oh, I spelled Hoppin' Skipper wrong. That's why. H-A-F-A-N. Oh, it's not even on Steam. It's its own thing. It's its own website. Hoppin' Skipper 2 is. Oh, it's like a mobile game. I see. Never mind. So not that one. Ship Simulator Realistic. Ship Simulator. Yeah, $24.99. How did I miss this one? Oh, it's ugly, isn't it? It's ugly. Oh, an error occurred. Playing this video. Oh no. I think Steam crashed doing that. Interesting, interesting. Now you learn something new every day. Ship Simulator Extremes. I haven't played it. I know of it, Mighty Duck Man. It just looks crude graphically. Bear Boy, what's up? How you doing? Since 2013, that's a very long time. Following seasons when you had your eye on the dev set, been working on a lot of sailing details. Oh, okay. I'm still keeping a good eye on Nautis. Or not, is it Nautis? No. It's Navis Master. One I made a video on. Waiting for that one to get fleshed out a little more. Yeah, Nautis Home, I've made videos on that. We've streamed it before. It's good, but it's limited, and it's extremely limited, I guess you could say. Let's go watch the sunset, shall we? Well, I appreciate it, Crunchies. Circus. Going to Crescentport. There's Steve. Oh yeah, my duck, man. I just wish we had this in Flight Sim with the ships we have and stuff. Like, that would be incredible. All right, Bullet Sponge, have a good night. Thank you for hanging out with us. Yeah, the graphics are so good in this game. Golden hour. I'm gonna watch that sunset. Red sky at night, sailor's delight. Red sky in the morning, sailor's warning. The days are not in real time now. Just watch it happen here. Look at that. Yeah, ships at sea. I haven't gotten to any of the tier 3 boats. I don't want to start my whole save over again. Yeah, Italian Poly. I've made several videos of those. I've covered all the ships for the most part. There it goes. You use cheats to get back where you were? Oh, I could do that. How are the new tier 3 ships? Rising now. Where you live? Cruise Ship Simulator is an okay game? I think I'll have to look at that one. Cruise Ship Simulator. This thing's still broken. Come on, Steam. Yep, Steam's still broken. We broke Steam. It doesn't like it. We're getting close. Should be arriving soon. There it is. Oh, those are ships leaving. For the most part. Yeah, Steam's always broken, man. I'm thinking of the winter solstice whenever the Earth is pointed towards or away from the sun, from the precession. That would be whenever you get on the northern hemisphere, or the far north part of the hemisphere, you get the days that are a lot longer. Ash Gaming knows that. It's because they're in Alaska, where you do experience it. I'm thinking of the wrong way then. The winter is losing daylight because it, yeah. Yeah, because it tilts away from the sun. So happy I can't hear Teddy talk because I have them turned off. It's so amazing to be here right now. Yeah, it's a pretty wild one, too. Pretty wild. There's the lighthouse right there. Kind of cool because I'm currently on bow watch on your ship in real life, Matha. Nice. kind of ship is it? You guys use Starlink? Alright, we're going to leave them of their duty. We're going to take over. As we are getting close. Hey Jeff, did that heat damage tiller handle end up fixable? If not, I'd be happy to send a new one. I'll let you know. I haven't messed with that very much. I still have to mount it on the rig. I had all this NASCAR 25 stuff happen in that, and I haven't touched my flight sim since the last flight we did. So I will be. I'll let you know. Hello, Kim. Apparently it's a tug and barge ATB, a Starlink, but I'm in the Great Lakes. Oh, okay, I got you. Nice. Is it kind of like a river barge? Oh, hello. Waves are picking up. These guys are coming in, I'm pretty sure. This whole line of ships are. I'll try to skirt around them here. Get to the port before they do. Yeah, they're all cruising in. These two are. Crazy. Into this place too. We should be able to get around them though. We can roll our power off. We're not trying to get to a dock anytime soon. We could even anchor here if we wanted to. overall, is this a nice ship sim to start with? I think there's a lot here that people will like. You got graphics, you got good looking seas. I mean, the physics aren't 100%, you know, realistic or anything. They're adequate. Get out of the way of everybody here. Now I gotta get closer to the port. Hello, everybody from Kim's stream. Appreciate the raid, Kim. Jackie, we were just talking about Nautic XP. Hopefully it comes along nicely. Yeah, we're fine on them. Rough seas today. As we get into port here. All right, Bear Boy, have a good night. $7,200 horsepower in that tug. That's a lot. Oh, the seas have gotten calmer now. A lot calmer. Just gauging, how many of you guys have an Xbox and how many have a PS5? Xbox, PS5, PC. The reason why I ask is because on the next NASCAR stream, I will be giving away a copy of NASCAR 25. Let me double check what version it is. I think it's the gold edition. Let's see. Yep. I have a gold edition of PS5 and a gold edition of Xbox I'll be giving away on the next time we play NASCAR 25, courtesy of iRacing. Appreciate Daddy, thank you very much for the 9 months, almost a year. And a Twitch baby. Possibly Z-Dog. Not sure. I played it on a 2080 Super and it ran pretty good, Oasis. In my career mode video, I did the before release, the big video. That was done on the PC version on a 2080 Super. So I think you might be okay with 2070. Throw the lines. Oops. Throw the lines. Move the lines out. That'd be cool to do that, you know? To manually do the lines. I would like that a lot more. Things getting moved around a lot. Oh yeah, there's plenty of stuff here to do. Oh wow, yeah, that's a big one. Trolls pay out really well. The patrols are where it's at. As of right now. Just wish we could get rid of those green things. That'd be nice too. The green deals. PC version comes out on November 11th. The 11th of November. The 11th. All right, y'all. I am getting out of here. It's 1 in the morning. I got pumpkin patch stuff tomorrow to do. thank you for hanging out. It was fun to check out the new update for this game on the beta branch. I'm liking what I'm seeing. I really like the engine capacity now, or the fuel capacity being 2,000 liters rather than the 1,200 we had before. That was a big move to do that, to make it a lot more fun for everybody. But thank you so much. I will see you all in the next one. Have a good night.